And what do you think of that man? Yet he managed to offend and insult nearly everyone. My visions tell me that you will decide this man's fate, as well as the fate of my tribe. You will follow the coiled path to the Fang Spires. Collect exactly 8 bog rats along the way to make a proper offering. Few ever reach the spires. Serpent-bound ghosts will check. The vision I had was strong. Your choices determine the fate of merchant and Mobrigosh alike. But you must speak to the ghost snake. The coiled path begins just outside the village. But know that the ghost snake has a taste for bog rats. They make a proper offering. But only if you bring exactly 8 of the plump creatures. Do not question the will of the ghost snake. Besides, that's exactly the number of rats that fit in the bag I gave you. More than that, I cannot say. The vision I had was strong. Your choices determine the fate of merchant and Mobrigosh alike. But you must speak to the ghost snake. The coiled path begins just outside the village. But
Your offering pleases. The warm blood was sent by those who honor and protect this vale. Every path leads in 2 directions, into light and into darkness. Lights, let me show you. The warm blood is skillful and cunning. The Mabragash must make their own choices. Connect with the world outside or remain isolated. It is never only light. Some can stay isolated in the Veil, or some may choose the outside world. I am the Ghost Snake. I am both constant and ever-changing. One thing to you, another perhaps to the Mabragash. Aid.
You walked the coiled path and survived? Has the Ghost Snake spoken? Ghost Snake is wise, but inscrutable. I had hoped he would demand that we bring the merchant to him. It's no coincidence that you arrived at the same time as the merchant. You are bound up in this. I crafted a snake totem representing the entwined fates of the Mabragash and the merchant. Get it from my tent. I will have the merchant brought here. A decision must be made. Our fate depends upon it. Now you must choose. If the Mabragash are to remain isolated, place the totem in the fire. If we are to change our ways and trade with the Hlalu, give the totem to the merchant. He will remain in the Veil, serving the Ghost Snake. I know only that it will change us. Whether for good or ill, only time will tell.
I'm a respected House Hlalu merchant. How dare...
A decision must be made. Our fate now you must choose. If the Mabragash are to remain isolated, place the totem in the fire. If we are to change our ways and trade with the Hlalu, give the totem to the merchant. He will remain in the Veil, serving the Ghost Snake.
I've spoken to some of the Mabragash wise women. They've been... I'm surprised that...
Watch your step.
A decision must be made. Now you must choose. He will remain. Seek guidance where you would. Speak to my people, the merchant, or even the merchant's assistant if you wish.
I've spoken to some of the Mabragash wise women. They've been perfectly polite. I've been on the receiving end of Rostin's vaunted charms a time or two. I'm not surprised he managed to offend every woman in the Vale. I wonder if the Farseer would consider it. They let Rostin live, as long as he promises never to speak of the Vale or return here. Then they sign a trade agreement with me. They deal with me, and everyone wins. Rostin doesn't end up as snake food. I gain prestige among the Hlalu. I'm surprised that a man could see the Ghost Snake and live. At first, I just wanted the merchant to go away. But I've been thinking, perhaps it wouldn't be so... No. Many are set in their ways and fear change. But if we're cautious, we may
If that harlot Tavini steals my deal, she'll regret it. So they treat me like some sort of criminal? I've been nothing but respectful, and trade would help. Of course I benefit. I'm a merchant. Trading is what I do. How about this? Propose a limited trade...
Watch your step among the Mabragash, outsider. Rostin claims things won't change, but I don't trust him. If you ask me, the Hlalu are just one step above thieves. If it were up to me, Rostin would have quietly disappeared the first night he arrived here.
Our fate rests in your hands. By your next action, our fate will be sealed. If the Mabrigosh are to grant access to the Veil, give the totem to the merchant. If we are to remain isolated, tending the...
I'm a respected House Hlalu merchant. How dare they? What? Well, this is unexpected. When they bound me up like a criminal. Indeed. The ladies here sure kicked up a bit of a fuss. But we can put that behind us and I can make some gold. And the Mabrigosh...
I would have chosen otherwise.
For a moment there, I thought